So I just watched a Sam Owens video, and the video was titled like "Stop confusing yourself and define the problem and solve it." So what is seen so much in like the modern day is that people don't have clarity about their lives. They don't know where they're really going. They're like, oh, what's my purpose? Like, what the hell do I want to do? I don't want to do this. Like they know that they don't want to do this. But they're like, yeah, I don't want to do this either. Like they don't know what they want to do, but they know what they don't want to do. Something that even I've done probably, which I do now. So the way how to solve your problems, like it can be in business or it can be you know usually in your own personal life, the best way you can really solve a problem is by asking what the problem actually is. So for example, a person who doesn't know, oh, what's my purpose, what do I want to do, and the best thing they can do is just like sit down with a pen and paper and write. Ask ask themselves that question, that okay, what do I want? So for example, okay, let's do it. I'll do it live with you. So I watched this video like right now, and let's do it right now. So what do I want? What's my mission? My mission is to retire my dad. How will I retire my dad? I will retire my dad if I can earn X amount of money. So let's say that X amount is $1 million. Okay, how long is it going to take to reach it? It's going to take a really long time. That isn't the problem. We can define the length of the problem later on. But the main question that you have to ask is, okay, so the mission is to retire my dad. I'll be able to retire my dad if I can achieve the goal. The goal is to earn X amount of money. And then the next question, the next level is, okay, how do I reach there? And then this is where all the options open up, right? Like, oh, okay, I can do, like, this isn't how you're going to get $1 million, but oh, I can do drop shipping, I can do YouTube, I can do freelancing, I can do agency, anything like that. So this is the third level. The third level is, okay, how do I solve the problem? Like, how do I get to my goal? And then after that, let's say, okay, I can I can probably make $1 million by starting an agency, right? So the third one has been solved. The third question. Um, Now that you have found the solution, like you're like, okay, I can do this. I'll only do this to solve the problem. After this is done, the next question. This is where like you really need to journal. What is stopping me from getting it? So like many people, they don't start a YouTube channel. Example, they say that, oh, the the niche is like very saturated, I don't have time, I don't have X. It's usually something within themselves. It's usually the beliefs. So what they must do is, they just like get a pen and paper and like, okay, what is actually stopping me from doing this? So for example, I can like, what's stopping me from getting $1 million is probably that I don't know. So, okay, how do I solve that then? Okay, then I just need to know more. That means I need to educate myself more on how to make money, X, Y, Z, something like that. So, this is how you really solve a problem. What's the mission? What's the like huge goal that you want to do? Let's say for you, it's like, I want to achieve financial freedom. All right. How can I achieve financial freedom? Like, what is the actual specific, like, quantitative thing? I'll achieve financial freedom if I get a cash flow of $50,000 every month. Okay, $50,000 every month. How do I achieve that? Okay, this is how I'll achieve that. I'll achieve it by having a bank or something like that. Okay, I've solved, like I know how to do this. Now, after this is done, okay, what is really stopping me from doing that? It can be, oh, probably I don't have the money, I don't have the knowledge, I don't have the skills. This is a concept that I learned really recently. If you have a problem and you're trying to get somewhere and you're not really there, if you're not where you want to be, there's one of three things that are happening. There's one of three reasons. Number one, it's probably your skills. Number two, it's your traits. And number three, it's your beliefs. So let's say a really obese guy, he wants to get six packs. All right. He can apply these, this triple layer thing, and he can really find out that why he can't achieve. So let's say skills. Let's start on the top, skills. All right. Is there a skill of going to the gym? Not really. Like, you don't, yeah, you probably need a technique to do the your lifts properly, but that can be learned really easily. The thing is that any problem, you can't give, for any problem in today's world, you can't really give the excuse of skill, because you can learn anything online. Like, you can learn from Google, YouTube, you can learn anything online. That's the like beauty of our generation. So skills, unless you're like, unless you don't even know how to open Google Chrome on your computer, like, bro, skills isn't something you're lacking. You can learn anything you want and you can be good at it. There's a rule that you must follow. If you really want to be good at something, like decently well at a skill, just do it for 20 focused hours and like you'll probably get good at it. So skills is not something that is very prevalent. Second, traits. So the fat obese guy can have the limitations of traits. For example, traits can be the actual character traits. So like in a video game, let's say your character has the trait of strength, like he's a really strong one, he can attack really well. Another character has a good trait of defense, things like that. The fat guy probably doesn't have the trait of discipline, perseverance, hard work, discipline, like eating food, dieting, and all that. So traits really come down to the character traits, like what really the person is. For example, what can I give a trait for myself? Let me think. For example, I can say that I am a learner. My trait, one of my really strong traits is learning, that I just want to learn. Like, and this is like, honestly, like I really just want to learn. I consume books, podcasts, and that all each and every single day. Like yesterday I was talking to my brother and he's like, you don't have any work or something every day? You're like, oh, I read this or I listened to this and all that. I'm like, bro, this is my work. So traits is the second thing. So the trait of the fat guy can be that he doesn't have discipline, and that also, if he fixes that, if he gets the trait of discipline, which can be learned, everything in life is a skill. You can actually level up your trait of discipline, your trait of perseverance, everything can be leveled up. So skills. And third one, this is where really you need to again take a pen, paper, journal, whatever. Beliefs. So the fat guy might think that, oh, what's the point in going to the gym? I don't think I'm probably not going to get that body. That body is something that can only be achieved by a select people who have a select genes and all that. And that's the belief. And usually all problems stem from belief. The thing is that the modern world has conditioned us so much that we don't really know what our beliefs are. For example, let's say a person who doesn't like Andrew Tate, right? They'll be like somebody asked them, like this was happening a lot. I saw many videos. Like somebody, like an interviewer asked them, like, okay, why do you not like Andrew Tate? So he's a misogynist. What is a misogynist? I don't like Andrew Tate. So they don't really know what it means. They don't have a certain set of belief. They have just been told that, okay, this guy is bad, don't listen to him. So the thing is that media has conditioned us so much ever since we are young, that most people in today's world, especially my generation, they don't know what they really want, what they really believe in. Do they believe in hard work? Do they believe in easy money? Do they believe in getting rich quick, getting rich easy, and all that bullshit? So if there's any problem that you want to solve and you're like, okay, how the hell do I actually solve it? I highly encourage you to just like get a journal and just ask yourself questions. Okay, why do I think that I can't achieve X? So one of my major limiting beliefs that I didn't solve it yet, but I thought of earlier, probably I'm not dialed in into YouTube, or I'm not going in hardcore, is because I still somewhere think that I won't be able to get money online. For some reason, I think that people won't really listen to me. Like, why would you listen to this video? So yeah, this this three things. If you want to solve your problems: skills, traits, and beliefs. There's a really cool name for this. It's called the theory of constraints. So every time you have a problem, take out your journal, write the theory of constraints. What is it? What am I lacking? Is it the skills? Is it the traits? Is it the beliefs? And then you can do it. You know yourself better than most people do. This is how you solve your own problems. Like, the theory of constraints is really how you solve your own problems, and how you solve problems of other people or businesses is just by asking, like, what the problem actually is. Like, Einstein once said that if you gave me an hour to solve a problem, I'll spend 55 minutes defining the problem and 5 minutes solving it. Because you can't really solve a problem if you don't know what the problem is. You can't really take steps towards your goal if you don't know what your goal is. You're like a ship in the sea that doesn't have a sail. So, what it all comes down to, if you're having any confusion in life or anything, it all comes down to, just like defining the problem. And once the problem is defined, you apply that hierarchy. So, like, just go back in the video and see, like, what is my mission? What is the quantitative goal? How can I achieve it? What's stopping me? As simple as that. And usually you need a lot of focus to do that. Probably I'll make another video about it, but in life you need a lot of focus to solve your problems if you want to get like really, really successful. The problem is that we don't have focus these days. We are all junkies on the phone. TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. Every second a notification comes, we have to like look around. We can't focus for like more than a goldfish. The other side of focus is distraction. So what you should do is get rid of the distractions instead of trying to increase your focus. This is a quote which has been used a lot in, I think, the area of doctors. It's that prevention is better than cure. So probably, yeah, your focus is kind of shit, but instead of trying to increase your focus directly, what you could do is remove the distractions first, because prevention is better than cure. Like, yeah, you could have the biggest, like, you're like the biggest, baddest, like, focus guy in the world, but if you still have like a social media app on your phone, like, it's bound to take away some of your mental energy, your mind points. So if you want to increase your focus, start off by reducing your distractions. I watched like a few videos of this guy Sam Ovens, and yeah, like, I changed completely. Like, my phone, I removed like most of the apps. I only use apps that are for my work. My phone is always on like Bluetooth off, Wi-Fi off, flight mode off. I mean, flight mode is on, and I keep it like over there. I keep it like under my blanket, or probably somewhere in my desk. And this like really allows me to dial in on anything that I'm doing, unless or until like I'm recording video like this on my phone. But usually all my work is done on my PC, like most of the things, like when I'm consuming content. And yeah, the phone is like not even that. Like, sometimes I forget that where the hell is my phone, like I can't find it. And like, just ask yourself, when was the last time you really forgot where your phone was? Like, you always know where your phone is, it's always buzzing and that all. Like, it's no wonder that your focus is kind of shit. So start off by reducing the distractions, and the main distractions, again, three things: your smartphone, social media, and alcohol or weed or any other stimulation like vape, cigarettes, or anything. Get rid of these three things, and like, you'll probably be like 70% of the way there. Like, I used to smoke a lot, I used to vape a lot, I had Instagram, I had Snapchat, I still have TikTok sometimes. Like, I put a 6-minute timer, but on days where I really need to take a break, that time I scroll on TikTok and I feel even shit. And yeah, my smartphone I've completely removed. I keep it on flight mode. Nobody calls me. I tell everyone that okay, you can only call me in this window, and yeah. So yeah, and that's how you could increase your focus. Like just look around yourself and see what the distractions are. Like this is one distraction for me too. My guitar. Like it's not really social media or anything, but whenever I'm doing tasks that aren't really meaningful to me, for example, like I'm working on my university tasks, I just take the guitar and I start like playing it. Like that's also a distraction for me. And just like look around you. It can even like start within yourself. Like what are the distractions? Is my mind thinking about something? Is my mind thinking about video games, or if about this friend who treated me like shit many years ago, or my parents who are like forcing me to do something? It can be anything. Look around yourself, buy a journal, and start asking yourself questions. So yeah, in summary, define your problem. Let me start that again. What do you want to achieve? What's the mission? What is the quantitative goal? Like what do you actually need to do achieve this mission? How do you achieve this goal? And what is stopping you from doing it? After you have solved these questions, start to increase your focus by reducing your distractions. You'll be golden. And yeah, and apply the theory of constraints. If there's a problem that you can't solve within your own life, or you're trying to help your another human trying to solve a problem, apply the theory of constraints, which is skills, traits, beliefs. So if usually it's beliefs that's wrong with the people, and sometimes you can help them, most times it has to be found within themselves. Yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you got some value out of it, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.